All right. Question number 7. We're going to you first on this one, Fanta, because this was your question that you wanted added to our burning questions list. The new head coach that you are buying the most stock in.
Well, I think that we have similar answers, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go with my answer because I'm first up on this one, and I'm going with Todd Golden at Florida. The fact that he comes into this job, he keeps Florida's top 2 players from transferring in Colin Castleton and Kawasi Reeves. And then you think about the fact that he brings in a killer in Kyle Lofton. Lofton, I think, flew under the radar nationally, but if you follow college basketball often like we do, the fact is the St. Bonaventure star was so vital to what the Bonnies have done in the past couple of years, averaging 13 and 6. Will Richard is a really quality ad from Belmont who can shoot the you-know-what out of the basketball. So they came in, this staff has come in. They brought in Alex Fudge from LSU as well. They took on their needs. They addressed them with high-caliber transfer ads. I think there's a new energy with this program. Golden brings that to the fold. And I think that Florida basketball can be a top 10 program year in and year out with the right man leading them. And I think Golden is that guy. I know when this hire was made, people were like, oh, he's young. He's different. He's from San Francisco. Does he know Gainesville? Bullshit. This guy knows how to coach. He's got high energy.
I love that this has become the Fanta is trashing Goodman podcast.
I just think it's a stale take to say because he's not familiar with the geographical footprint, he can't coach. Like, this guy can coach. He's the type of guy, you spend a minute around Todd Golden, you quickly realize why he's a winner. You don't just win games at San Francisco at the highest level. They hadn't been to the tournament since 98. There's a reason why they were there under Todd Golden. I'm all in on him.
T.O.
All right. Just because I'm an overachiever, I wrote down 4 names. Todd Golden's one of those guys. When I say there's another coach in the SEC, this was the ultimate buy low, sell high a little bit later thing. And Mike White, who moved from Florida to go to Georgia, dude just got to win 8 games this year. They've done some damage in the transfer portal. He's made some nice hires with his staff. So go ahead and throw him. I'm buying stock in them because Georgia's basketball stock right now is cheaper than dirt. You can buy that, and dirt's getting pretty expensive, but you can also buy Georgia stock really, really low. So go ahead and put me in on that one. Kevin Willard at Maryland, and probably not right away, but as somebody who's attacking the DC recruiting trail really, really hard, and Maryland hasn't done that in a while. And they're starting to do that. They're back at DeMatha. They're trying to get players back in the DC area to want to go to Maryland again. So it might take a year or two for that to kind of start moving, but I like that. And your man, Shaheen Holloway, Fanta. I mean, we talked a little bit last year about players that came to the Big East from Power Conference or the other five Power Conferences that were maybe the 3rd or 4th best player. You look at Justin Minaya that was at Providence and some of these different guys. Look at who Seton Hall started to bring in. Alamir Dawes from Clemson, who was arguably their 2nd best player, averaged over 11 points a game. Femi Odekale is a really talented big body guard, fits the Big East perfectly. They've got a lot of different guys. Dre Davis, you talk about a big body athlete from Louisville that transfers in. Seton Hall, Shaheen Holloway. There's no drop off. They're going to continue to be really good. I love the direction the Pirates are going, and I'm sorry about the internet disconnect.
Well, here's the thing, Theo. We edited all that part out, so none of the people that are actually watching this are actually aware of what you're referring to. But yeah, I like all of your picks. I have a list. I actually really like the coaching carousel. I think there's a lot of smart hires that have a potential for success. 2 that were not mentioned. 1, Sean Miller at Xavier. We've already seen how well he's done there. I think he's gonna crush it again. Xavier is a great program. Not a good program, a great program in the Big East, and I think that Sean Miller is going to find a way to get them going again. And I also really like Chris Jans at Mississippi State. I think that is Chris Jans can coach. He can coach his ass off. I think what he's going to get at Mississippi State are a bunch of guys that fit in with his identity. There is nobody more blue collar, more rugged, more tough, more Starkville than what Chris Jans is. That's the perfect fit. It's the perfect job for him. And I think that he's going to I mean, I don't know if he's going to make Mississippi State a national title contender, but I think that he's going to do a very good job keeping them relevant at the top of the SEC, top half of the FCC. All right, I'm going to you,